Today, Rentals Under the Microscope, Part 1. Hello again, I'm Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Welcome to our latest post covering finance and property news with a distinctively Australian flavour. We've had a number of people asking for some analysis of the rental sector, including on our recent live event, which, by the way, is still available to watch, and here is the link, and it's also in the comments below. And this is the first part of a multi-part series. And by the way, if you value the content we produce, please do consider joining our Patreon program, where you can support our ability to continue to make great content. And here is the link, and again, it's also in the comments below. So to start with, across our surveys, there are around 31% of households owning property mortgage-free, 28% who have owner-occupied property with a mortgage, and 39% of households renting. In fact, in recent years, the proportion of households renting has been rising, and faster than the mortgage sector, which itself has been growing. Looking at average household incomes across those who are owners and those who are renting, it's striking that more households with an income below $100,000 a year are renting, whereas higher up the income ranges, more are owners. So income is one element that drives property choices. Perhaps no surprise there. Turning specifically to the rental sector, we can look at household income and expenditure just as we do with mortgage stress. Where expenses, including rental payments, are lower than incomes, we classify those households as being in severe rental stress. Where income and expenditure is pretty borderline, then they are in stress. And here's the thing. 34% of renters are in stress, and an additional 6% are in severe stress, meaning that close to 40% of those renting are living in financial stress combined. This is compared with 30% of those in mortgage stress. So financial stress is more widespread among renters. And we can take the analysis further by looking at the relative stress distribution by age bands. While stress appears across all the age groups, we find that the bulk of households in severe stress are age 60 or more. We also see a significant concentration of financial stress more generally here, as well as in those aged 30 to 39, and there we see many young, growing families who are also under the gun. Looking across the states, we find that the state with the most stress is New South Wales, where just 46% of renters have no financial stress, compared with nearly 80% in Tasmania. In addition, we find that 14% of renters in New South Wales are in severe stress, compared with 5% in Victoria and 3% in Queensland. This can be directly traced to the average property value and rental payments, which are both higher in New South Wales. Now let's flip the view to those providing rentals by looking at investment property owners. We're able to calculate the gross rental yield and the net rental yield, the latter after accounting for the cost of managing the property, repairs, etc., as well as repayments on the mortgage. On average, net rental yields are highest in the ACT, Tasmania, and the Northern Territories, whereas they are lowest in Victoria. And there they are most likely to be underwater. In fact, many owners, according to our surveys, have not even tried to calculate these returns, preferring to look at the capital appreciation and the after-tax position. We calculate our returns before any tax breaks and on a cash flow basis. This means that many investors are not covering the full costs of owning a rental property. And of course, if capital values fall in real terms, then this becomes a significant drain on their household finances. And that's before the upcoming changes in interest-only loans, as they are switched to higher cost principal and interest loans. So standing back, we can see that on one side, renters are under pressure, and on the other, so are many property investors, who, despite owning the property, are also feeling the pinch. This does not bode well for the future health of the market. And in summary, we're looking at a major policy failure. Next time, we'll look further into the sector and discuss a recent AHURI report. AHURI is a national independent research network with an expert not-for-profit research management company, and their report into the private rental sector. They suggest significant policy changes needed to sustain the sector and to deal with an emerging housing crisis, homelessness, and the wider social problems which follow. As always, if you like what you've seen here today, please share and like the post and add a comment or question. I read them all. And if you want to join the growing band of subscribers who will receive alerts when we release new posts, do subscribe now by hitting that subscribe bell. And if you're already subscribed, many thanks. I really appreciate your support and participation. And if you value the content we produce, please do consider joining our Patreon program, where you can support our ability to continue to make great content. The link is in the comment section below. I'm Martin North, the Principal Analyst at Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.